Hello, historical ruins lovers and birds view fans. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jana and this is Girls on the Road. Today I'll show you one of those gems that even I didn't know existed, and that's this beautiful old monastery in Dolní Kounice.
First of all, please excuse the quality of the sound at certain pieces. It was a very windy day. You're currently looking at Cely, which are the ruins of female monastery that was founded somewhere in 1181. Yeah, 12th century. I think it's a miracle that this much remained from the building. You can see the typical early Gothic French windows and basically what's left from the monastery. It is said that this place contains strong fields of positive energy. So if this video is not enough for you, you can go to Cely to get some more positive vibes. As I said, it was female monastery and the nuns are still buried there. In a small preserved garden in the middle of the monastery is a well, and it is said that it used to be a passage that led to a nearby castle.
We have moved about 6 minutes walk from the monastery to the castle. Everything is closed, I won't repeat myself anymore, but I think it's definitely worth it to visit Dolní Kounice once things reopen again.
This castle was built and fortified thanks to the nearby monastery. At the end of 12th century, the monastery became very rich and needed a castle for its protection.
So we take a little break with ice cream. It's already the right time. It's red grapefruit and lemon. Pretty cool. Cheers. We're on our way to the Chapel of St. Anthony. On the way there are these small buildings and they are so-called Way of Cross. These are the stops that Christians made on their pilgrimage towards the chapel. The pilgrimage is really high up the hill. If you did your cardio, you don't have to go up. But if you want to get your heart pumping, get yourself up to the chapel. Let's go on.
The pilgrimage to the chapel is nothing new. You could admire this Baroque structure already 260 years ago. It became very popular because since this chapel was built, nothing significantly bad happened to Dolní Kounice.
And here we are. There's the little Chapel of St. Anthony right behind me. Is it worth the climb? Well, judge for yourself. It was a big climb, but the views are stunning. We don't even need a drone here, and the wind is too strong. We're a bit worried. It might not be safe. We're at the castle Buchlov It's one of the oldest castles in the Czech Republic. Unfortunately, we can't reach it from inside, so we'll just give you some up above footage. Enjoy!
Buchlov is a great example of a medieval castle. It was built in the 13th century, and at least its exterior basically preserved its look from the medieval era. It obviously served for protection, but it also had the hunting rights, meaning the masters of this castle could hunt in the nearby forests. Are you looking for some evidence that it was a good fortress? How does over 800 years when the castle was never defeated sound? Is it convincing enough? I would think so. It really feels like the time has stopped at these places. Even the means of transport seems to be proper for Middle Ages. I would say 600 years ago, people were saddling their horses just like this to go hunting. We didn't get to see the interiors, but I have put here a couple of photos so that you have the idea about the tours. There are actually two options. One is the medieval rooms, and the other one is the collection of art from the brothers Berchtolds. Judging by the pictures, I think there are many castles that have similar interiors, but if your heart is set on Buchlov, by all means go there. If you want to experience something different, they sometimes do the interactive night tours where you can see a little theater and actors performing some scenes from the history. I think that might be more interesting.
We are now in Kunštát. There's a beautiful castle that has awesome gardens, and we will see what we can see. Apparently not the interiors.
With this castle, it doesn't look as much from the outside, but don't judge the book by its cover. Unlike Buchlov, where probably the exterior is more than enough, here, based on the pictures, I would say we might pay another visit to this place. And if you're checking out the gardens, nothing was yet in bloom, but later in the year they might look very pretty. When you say Kunštát to historians in Czech, they will immediately tell you one name, and that is Jiří z Poděbrad. He was a member of the Kunštát family, and he was owner of this castle in 15th century. Why is he so famous? He became a king of Bohemia under little turbulent circumstances. There was a movement called Husitas that were calling for the reform of Catholic Church, and they were not scared to fight for it. And Jiří z Poděbrad was, if you want, the only acceptable option for both parties. He was even called King of Two People, because the country was split between the Husitas and the Catholics. He was a great diplomat and courageous fighter, and he was really praised for his ethnic awareness and tolerance to different religions.
So that's all I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a royal thumb up. And why don't you subscribe to my channel? I have a lot of content like this, and I also do fashion and I travel abroad. So it's lots of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of the day. And bye!